Hey, I had to spin the block, had to come back and let y'all know my thoughts and opinion, man. You know, the smoke done cleared. The final roster is pretty much set. The cuts are over with. They're done. So we got some stuff to talk about, man. We got some stuff to cover. So I'm gonna come on here, give y'all about an hour worth of content. We're gonna dive right into it, man. So y'all know the usual rules and regulations when we slide into the liquor store. First and foremost, man, I need y'all to hit that like button. When you hit that like button, right, the more likes that a YouTube video gets, the more that Facebook is gonna, that YouTube is gonna promote it, right? So make sure you hit that like button on your way into the liquor store. After you hit that like button, man, I need you to turn right back around and hit that share button, because sharing is caring. If you share the content, you let everybody and their mama know the liquor store is open for business, and they'll be able to find their way in and rock with us, man, and patronize the liquor store. Right? So hit that like button and hit that share button. And we are practicing manifestation inside the liquor store. We're practicing manifestation inside of the liquor store. So, we're trying to manifest that 6th championship. So I need y'all to share the content 6 times. You can share it to 6 different Facebook groups. You can share it to 6 different group chats, 6 different social media platforms. It don't matter. If you drop emojis, drop 6 them things, man. Drop 6 championships, drop 6 stars, drop 6 shot glasses, whatever it may be. We're gonna do 6 inside the liquor store because we're trying to manifest that 6th championship, man. So make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit that share button, and then after that, man, the most important thing, I need you to hit that Eagles fan upside the head. Because if you slap the shit out of an Eagles fan, man, I will be able to give you half off on all the merchandise inside the liquor store. And we got exactly what you need to succeed, man. We got Cowboy Readers, we got Hen, we got Gin, and everything else under the sun that can make you sin. So tap in with your boy and come get drunk out that Cowboys content with your boy Hennythemoor inside the liquor store, man. But yeah, man, what's your thoughts? What's your thoughts so far, man? What are your thoughts so far, in regards to these roster moves? I know there's been plenty of moves made. There are some head scratchers. I know there's some that we expected to happen. But we're gonna jump right into it, man, and cover a little bit of everything. Let me see. Hold on. Y'all hold that thought. Somebody lie. Okay. So, and last but not least, man, after you hit that like, hit that share, hit that Eagles fan upside the head, make sure you either hit that Cash App or hit that Super Chat, man. But we are still running the raffle for the Dallas Cowboy jacket or pullover. So if you want to enter for opportunity to win one of your choice, make sure you hit that Cash App or the Super Chat. It's $5 an entry, and we're gonna wrap the raffle up on the 2nd. So y'all only got a couple more days left. Right, Saturday's gonna be the last day, and then we'll do the drawing on Sunday. So Saturday will be the last day. We'll bless somebody on Sunday. So that sounds good to me. Raymond Silas, what's up with you, man? They've been tapping in and showing love to the channel. Salute to you. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and get this pulled up. So these are going to be all of the cuts, right? I know that we covered it in detail earlier. Me, Wes, and Landlord went live and brought y'all a show earlier that covered, all the cuts and everything else that happened. But now that everything is official, because there were some more that happened after we got off of here. We're gonna talk about it inside the liquor store. Matter of fact, give me 2 seconds, man. I'm gonna have to give me some water, and then I'll be ready to rock with y'all. Hold on. I was trying to see that. Yo, Bruce got the toxic juice. What's up with you, my boy? Thanks for stopping in and showing love to the liquor store, man. I appreciate you, my brother. Now, give me 1 second, man. I'm gonna get some water, then we're gonna cover this, man. I'm gonna be on here for a while, so I need to make sure that I hydrate. Give me 1 second. All right, I'm back, y'all. What's up with the Trey Fargo? I see you, my boy. So these are all of the cuts that the Dallas Cowboys made, to get down to the initial 53-man roster. Now, there's still going to be some manipulation. There's still going to be some moves that happen where, guys are going to spin the block. And we'll discuss all of that in detail real quick. So starting off, Alec Lindstrom was cut. He would probably not be back. He was a backup center, has not really developed. He spent all of last year on the practice squad. Ben Banogu, or however you pronounce the young man's name, former second-round pick of the Indianapolis Colts, never panned out with his original team, did not pan out for the Dallas Cowboys. He was also released. Seth Green is a tight end, practice squad tight end, really. Spent a majority of last year, on the 52. I mean, on the preseason. I mean, on the practice squad. Like, it's hot as hell, man. I must be delirious or something. My boy said, Tasha Chu said, drink responsibly. That includes water. Yeah, it's hot as hell too, man. So you got to make sure that you hydrate, man. It's hot as hell in Texas. Hey, don't worry about that, Trey Fargo. I'm gonna get to that too. That was also a little bit of roster manipulation. I'm gonna tell you why. Brian Kite, what's up with you, my boy? Thank you for stopping by and showing love to the liquor store, my boy. I appreciate you. Y'all make sure you hit that like and share button on the way in, man. I only got 9 likes on the video, and there's over 25 folks in here. Y'all make sure you hit that like and share for your boy, man. All right, so Seth Green, practice squad, tight end. He was cut. It will probably end up right back on the practice squad. Quentin Bohannon is the guy that surprised me. I actually assumed that the Dallas Cowboys were done with Neville Gallimore. I actually assumed they were done with Neville Gallimore, and I was expecting him. Yeah, I was expecting him to be the odd man out in this equation, Neville. But, Quinn Bohannon is somebody I would have kept. He's a one-tech, big 330. I think they got him listed at 340, actually. So he's a big 340-pound one-tech. I expected him to get groomed. He's coming into his own. This is his 3rd year in the league. So, he's developing. Usually it takes about 3 years for defensive tackles to, come into their own. So I really expected, Bohannon to have a better showing. And, after this year, I expected him to be somebody that could fill in, for Hankins. Because, Hankins is only tied to the Dallas Cowboys. He's only tied to the Dallas Cowboys for this season. So, I really assumed, that Neville was out and Bo was in. I was wrong about that. Yo, Aaron, what's up with you, my boy? Thank you for stopping by and showing love to the channel, man. Salute to you, my guy. Make sure you hit that like and share button on the way in, man. Justin Kitchen, what's up with you, Dan? Thank you for stopping by and showing love. My boy, part of the Wrench Gang. Salute to you. Yeah, so that was one that I was not, expecting. Sheldon Redwine is a backup safety in a very deep safety room. So, I figured he would not be a part of this team. Right, so I'm not gonna spend so much time on Mr. Redwine. I did not expect him to make the final cut. This is one that threw me off a little bit too. Dennis Houston. Dennis Houston, is somebody that has built a great rapport with Dak Prescott. The Dallas Cowboys allowed him to start a game, at the beginning of the 2022 season. He spent a lot of time with Dak in his development. He was out there at the Dak Prescott's backyard field, working out with him. He went on the offensive trip. So, I thought he was a wide receiver that had a leg up. He had some pretty decent catches in preseason. So Dennis Houston got cut. I actually expected him to make the final cut. So that was another one that I personally was surprised by. South Tex, what's up with you, man? I see you. Cowboy AJ, what's up with you, man? They was for stopping by and showing love to the channel, my boy. I appreciate you. So yeah, that was one, I was a little taken aback by. He said, but hey, we complaining about land. He's damn 6 or 7 defensive end, though. I know, but still. When you're that talented, you still want them to be around. You still want the Dallas Cowboys to keep them around when they're that good. Because Isaiah Land was a monster. All right, so surprised about Dennis Houston. Not surprised by Jabril Cox. Jabril Cox is somebody that I did not expect to make the team. He has not played well. Listen, I know that people have been enamored, with him as a prospect. He's 6'3", he's long, he's athletic. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was a guy, that got the measurables. But let me be frank. I don't want to sound like a hater or anything. If you can't tackle, you cannot play the linebacker position. You cannot be a linebacker. You cannot be a safety if you're inconsistent as a tackler, right? Your primary job as either a box safety or as a true linebacker is to get somebody on the ground, right? So if you're a guy that is going to, miss tackles and guys are going to, hit their head on the goalpost fooling around with you, you cannot be, at that position. So, Jabril Cox never put it together, so he's out the door. More power to him. They were probably going to bring him back on the practice squad anyway. Because listen, ain't nobody checking for Jabril Cox, man. There are linebackers that were starters that have been cut, right? The Morrow boy that used to play for the Chicago Bears, he just got cut, right? Jalen Smith, former second-round pick, for the Dallas Cowboys, got cut. Deion Jones, right, is a Dan Quinn guy that got cut. There are other players that take priority over Jabril Cox on the open market. Johnny Woods, what's up with you? Michael H., what's up with you? So yeah, when you talk about Jabril Cox, there are actually people that have played and contributed in actual NFL games. Deion Jones started on a Super Bowl team, on a team that made the Super Bowl. Has been a starter his entire career, right? There are guys that actually contribute to have a contributor team that are on the open market that will get priority over Jabril Cox. So if you want Jabril Cox that bad, just put him on the practice squad. Ain't nobody finna poach him. Exactly. And listen, you are right. Cox got playing time by default. DeMaurian Overshown got hurt, and Malik Jefferson got hurt. Both of them outplayed Jabril Cox, and let's be real, Malik Jefferson got cut, and I thought that he deserved a roster spot. I definitely would have kept Malik Jefferson over Jabril Cox, but if they weren't going to keep Jefferson, they showed damn well was not going to keep Cox. So that's how I feel about that. Yo, what's up with you, D-Red? Thank you for stopping by, showing love. Yo, $12.95 top shotter. What's the Gucci, my boy? He said no QB cuts, Henny. They did release one QB. We know who it was, unfortunately. They did release one quarterback. Ain't gonna lie to you. It's on here. Yeah, this is a long page. I just ain't got to pull down yet. Matter of fact, this is not updated because I know they already announced that Will Grier got cut. So Will Grier is not on here, but he did get cut. They talked about him getting cut at the press conference. So I'm not sure why it's not updated and why Will Grier's name's not on here, but yeah. He said that land cut hurt me, man, no lie. But I bet we looking at others on the wire. Hey, what's up with you, Tony? Thank you for stopping by, showing love, my boy. I appreciate you for rocking with me in the liquor store, man. Yeah, they also said if Will Grier clears waivers, they're going to pick him back up on the practice squad. They would love to have him as their fourth quarterback. So they would like to have Will Grier as their fourth quarterback. I would love for them to have Will Grier as the fourth quarterback. So I would love that. I definitely would love that. Hey, thank you for the support, Tony. We're going to try. Hunter made the team. Don't trip. I'm going to get through this. So Isaac Alacorn, former offensive lineman, made the move to defensive tackle. He obviously was not going to make the team. Listen, if Quentin Bohannon can't make the team, Isaac, you damn sure can't make the team. Malik Davis, what can I say? One, I said it out loud. The Dallas Cowboys did not like the boy. They did not like Malik Davis. With the season on the line, us needing a running back to come in and take snaps, they refused to hand him the football in that playoff game against the 49ers. Preseason, that boy got like 2 or 3 carries in the first game. Barely got any carries in the second game. The game where he got the most carries in was when the guys that were already going to make the team were sitting out. They did not even give him a fair opportunity, we're being honest. So Malik Davis, I knew he was going to get cut. All right, so let's see. Sean McKeon. This actually caught me by surprise. Because of the John Stevens Jr. injury, I expected Sean McKeon to be the 4th tight end. I expected him to make the team. They went a different direction. And really, the Malik Davis and the Sean McKeon moves, made it plausible and feasible to keep a Hunter Luque on the active roster. Because he brings versatility as a practice squad guy. He can be utilized as a fullback. He can be utilized, as a short yardage back, as a pass blocker. So I understand why they like his versatility and why they wanted to keep him. So what do I think about the Joseph trade for the Noah boy? I think it was a trade that they made for the benefit of both people. Yeah, he made it. Yeah, so I think it's a move that they made for the benefit of both people. It has not really worked out for Kelvin Joseph as a Dallas Cowboy. It has not really worked out, for Noah. How do you pronounce his name? Ignabi. Lord forgive me. I be butchering that man's name, but I'm not trying. What's up with you, Jameson Taylor? So neither one of them lived up to their draft spot. We know Kelvin Joseph was a former 2nd round pick. Noah was a former 1st round pick. Neither one lived up to expectations, so it was time to change. And listen, they both are special. They both have value on the special teams. They both have Igbognagni. Damn well I can't pronounce that. And listen, every time that we pronounce his name, I'm gonna have to. Yes, one of y'all is gonna have to do that. Y'all gonna have to spell it out in the syllables how it's supposed to be said. Igbognagni. Oh, like mahogany. Igbognagni. Yeah. I don't know why we cut Isaiah Land. That was stupid. That was so stupid. So stupid. Yeah, Dontario Drummond, we knew he was gonna make it. And like you mentioned, man, the next person on this list, Isaiah Land. Isaiah Land is a monster. Right. Isaiah Land is a monster. So, I pray the Dallas Cowboys were able to bring him back to the practice squad. But even on the practice squad, I feel like somebody's eventually going to get wise and snatch him up. So, Isaiah Land, he had a sack, had 10 pressures, multiple quarterback hits. He was going crazy in the preseason. So, I pray he's able to get back, but he said KJ created his own circumstances. Had he made football the main thing, maybe Gilly, Bland, or Scott would not be here. Well, that is true. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the issues with Kelvin Joseph are his own doing. So, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if a team, he said, I'm like Michael Myers on these last, boy, I be killing them. What's up with your Thunder? Hey, what's up with your Thunder win? They were stopping by and showing love, man. Yeah, like Michael Myers with these names. Yeah, I'm sure be butchering them, man. Like I be stabbing them up, cutting them up. Yeah. said, don't talk about land so much. Keep him on the down low. Hey, man. X-nay on the Isnay. So, yeah, I pray that he gets back on the practice squad. But, man, he should have been a 53-man roster lock. Like, damn that. He should have been a 53-man roster lock. He should have been. All right. So, let's go down the list, man. And also, man, y'all do me bad out here, man. I got 66 folks on YouTube and 25 likes. Please hit that like button. Please hit that share button. Please hit that Eagles fan upside the head because God knows they deserve it. And then, yeah, we do need Jones. What's up, B? I'm telling everybody he got a hip issue. Hey, I would too. I would tell them everything in my power to keep him, the best kept secret in the NFL. Yeah, he said land tape is already out there. It is. I said I would hate if Washington picked up Land, man, because damn, I would really hate if any NFC East team picked up Isaiah Land, because not all of them are as deep as we are. Yo, what's good with you, Jamie Taylor? All right, what's up with you, Michael H? All right, I'm gonna holler at you, Trey. Thank you for stopping by and showing love, my boy. Salute to you. All right, so yeah, so let's move on. Jalen Marino Cropper, he'll probably be a practice squad guy. I had high expectations for him. I thought that he could supplant Dennis Houston, but Dennis Houston didn't make the team. So nobody that did not outperform Dennis Houston, deserves a roster spot, even though I like the boy a lot. Oh, okay. Tell me something. So yeah, so he'll probably end up on the press squad. He'll down the line, he might be a guy that can produce for the Dallas Cowboys, but not right now. And I'm fine with that. It's not over. This is just a transitioning period. He'll probably be back better than ever. All right. So D'Angelo Mandela, another undrafted free agent. He didn't make the team. Super deep defensive back room. So I expected this much. Tyrus Wheat. He was another undrafted free agent that was a pass rusher out of Mississippi State. He ain't make it either. So, and listen, I expected, Wheat to not make it because of Isaiah Land. I did not expect, for Isaiah Land, Darrell Johnson, and that boy, Isaiah Land, to all three of them get cut. I did not expect that. Only 12 practice squad spots. I thought it was up to 16 now. I thought they gave us 16 practice squad spots now. Y'all let me know. Is it still 12 or did we get up to 16 at this point? So I hope we get him back. All right, so let's move forward. Brock Hoffman, the emergence of TJ Bass made him dispendable. He didn't play that well anyway, so he's gone. Earl Bostic did not outperform Austin Richards, so he's gone. Trent Sieg is going to be back. He's our long snapper, the only long snapper we got. So he'll be back on the team. They already are going. There were some guys that got cut, that they had to make plays. And this is cap manipulation, right? Because there are guys that got cut that they know they're going to be back. They know for a fact that they're going to be back. So they added some guys on there. Okay, so Matt Waletzko has a shoulder injury, and they're going to actually send him to IR. So they put him on the first 53-man roster, but he's going to go on IR. So this is part of that roster move. Trent Sieg and CJ Goodwin are both going to be back, but they needed to put Matt Waletzko and also put Nahshon Wright on IR. So they had to make the initial 53-man roster to do that, right? So Waletzko and Nahshon Wright had to make the initial 53-man roster, and then they're going to put them on IR so that they can come back at some point during the season. Nameplate, I'm not sure. I know that they also told Edoga that they're going to bring him back. So Edoga, the offensive lineman we brought in from the Jets, CJ Goodwin, and then our long snapper. They told them three they were cut, but they also told them that it was just a roster move that they will return to the team. That's why by their name they got released and not waived. But when you release somebody, or you release a veteran, they can sign right back to you, and not have to clear waivers. He said, I like nameplate over Chuma too. Yo, Roster X, what's up with you, man? Jamie and Cal, what's up with you? Yeah, Richards made it. Sim Richards made it. Or Awesome, how you say his name, but Mr. Richards made it. So yeah, that was the roster manipulation. They had guys that had to go on IR, so they cut 3 veteran players that were not subject to waivers. They're gonna bring those guys right back, and they just had to put those guys on IR for the meantime. All right, so Matt Forniak, he just got flat out cut. Matt Forniak, was not good. He got cut. Chuma, as I mentioned, he was one of the guys that was a veteran that we're cutting, is going to be back. And this one, Kelvin Joseph, we all saw that trade. So these are all the guys that we got rid of. Yeah, if you want to take a look at what I was talking about, here it go right here. Yeah, this is, like they said, moving on for Trent Sieg. This is the temporary move that will allow the Cowboys to place someone else on injured reserve, as the person in question has to be part of the active roster first. Yeah, listen, we knew that Trent was going to make it. He's the only damn, long snapper we got. Yeah, Josh Ball. And listen, Josh Ball, if y'all did not know, Josh Ball is out for the season. He had a very severe hip injury. He will not be back until the 2024 season. So they did not even bother trying to put him on the initial 53-man roster. They shut him down for the entire year. Right? You do not want to rush back from a hip injury. If you have a severe hip injury, that will possibly derail, your career. So how many people got cut today? Altogether, there was over 1,100 people from each team that got cut. But we cut people down from, it went from a 90-man roster to a 53-man roster. So we cut 4 people yesterday, so we cut 33 today, if I'm not mistaken. I think we cut 33 people today, because we cut 4 yesterday. Yeah, what's up with you, Miss Daisy Clark? Thank you for stopping by and showing love. So how many days next? Tomorrow? The waiver wire has to be wrapped up by tomorrow at noon. So tomorrow at noon, the waiver wire will be settled. If you got to bid in for somebody, you got to get it in, and they got to clear at that point. But there's a lot of guys that are already out there. So I think we get damn near everybody back. The only person I'm confused about, you know, is the only person I'm concerned about is Isaiah Land. Get it back on the team. So what are y'all thoughts, man, about these cuts? Did y'all love the people we cut? Did y'all hate it? You know what I'm saying? What's going on? Let me know something, man. What's going on? Listen, there were some moves I didn't like. I hated them getting rid of Isaiah Land because he reminded me of Ridgeway. He is too good. You know, he is far too good, you know, to be on the open market for too long. Far too good to be on the open market for too long. He said, I would prefer Land over Izzy. Ooh. They made the decision on what made our team better. That Kelvin trade is confusing. I thought he was doing better. He was doing better. I'm with you on Land, Henny. Yeah. He said, I wouldn't keep Land over Lizzie. Yeah, like the guys that threw me off was Big Bo. I was surprised by Big Bo, and I was surprised by Isaiah Land because I thought that they played pretty damn good. Linebacker room is super thin. So, you know, that's why the Dallas Cowboys should be open to a Deion Jones. They should be open to anybody. Yeah, it's real Ball, man. And, you know, he's a friend of the show, so, you know, I definitely want him around. But they kept him, and, you know, I could see him contributing, and he had position flex. He could play corner, and he could play safety. So I understand exactly why he's in there. Name. We'll see. We'll see how it turns out. You say you think that Hunter would have survived the wires, no big push on back, especially fullback. Yeah, that's possibly true, man. You know, there's possibly, you know, guys that we kept around that could have made it through. Right? Because listen, ain't nobody checking, you know, for no fullback. So I definitely could have seen a scenario where he snuck back on the roster, especially when there are other veteran running backs out there. You know, there's Melvin Gordon is available. Melvin Gordon. Oh, you got that boy. What's his name? You know, Melvin Gordon, Kenyon Drake, James Robinson. What that boy used to play for the Kansas City Chiefs, right? I forget his name, but y'all know what I'm talking about. There's a lot of good quality running backs out there, so I think it would have been hard, you know, for a guy to just poach a guy like Hunter. Yeah, he made the team. Yeah, we cut 2 running backs ourselves. We cut Malik Davis. Yeah, and listen, in recent history, that's been true, Michael H. But, you know, given Mike McCarthy's track record, they might actually utilize a fullback a little bit more. You know, he had that fullback Coon in Green Bay that did a lot of the dirty work, and even contributed in the passing and the running game from time to time. Edward Hilaire. Is Edward Hilaire available? If Edward Hilaire is available, I would definitely make a play for him. And yeah, Darren Williams, you know, former running back for the San Francisco 49ers, he's available. Oh wait, no, he played for the Kansas City Chiefs actually. So yeah, there's some quality running backs that are available at this point. He said he would have a veteran one. Oh, okay. Now we cut one. You want to bring in Kirksey from the Houston Texans? I wouldn't mind bringing him in. And listen, he played good against us. I'm saying Kirksey played good against us last year. So I wouldn't mind having them on the team. Yeah, I wouldn't mind having them on the team. He said, "Okay, okay, I done misread that." So now let's go ahead and take a look at the final 53-man roster. I wouldn't mind bringing Jalen Smith back in either. So who would I have dropped to keep Lynn? Let me pull up the final 53-man roster, and I'll be able to tell you with more confidence who that would be. So give me 1 second and bear with me. All right, so let me go to my boy RJ Ochoa. All right. So let me screen share this. Oops. So yeah, so let me screen. My stuff be tripping. Y'all bear with me, man. Yeah, I hope I didn't mess up something. Whatever. Okay. Oh, Raymond said he's back. Okay. All right. So there you go. All right, my stuff was tripping for a second. Y'all forgive me. All right, so here it go. So this is the official 53-man roster, right? Y'all should be able to see what I see. I'm on Twitter. This is RJ Ochoa. And then, of course, this is the second page over here. So let's go through them by room. Dak Prescott, Cooper Rush, Trey Lance. Those are the three quarterbacks on the active roster. I definitely would have preferred Dak Prescott, Will Greer, Trey Lance. That's a different story. But, these are the three quarterbacks the Dallas Cowboys kept. So your running back room, right? Running back room, moving forward. Tony Pollard, number 1. Rick O'Dowd, number 2. Deuce Vaughn, number 3. Hunter Lupke, number 4. AKA the fullback. So we got our four backs: Pollard, Dowdle, Vaughn, Lukey. So far so good, right? Everything is in accordance to what we want, right? Everything is in accordance to what we want up to this point, right? All right, cool. He said scared of kicking situation. I think we all are a little bit. All right, so now let's move on. Wide receiver. This actually took me by surprise. CeeDee Lamb, Brandon Cooks, Michael Gallup, Jalen Tolbert, KaVontae Turpin. I knew that KaVontae Turpin was a lock for the roster. I knew they would not allow him to only play special teams, right? He would have to contribute in the passing game as well. So he is viewed as the fifth. He is viewed as the fifth wide receiver. Jalen Tolbert, right? Is the fourth wide receiver. They listen. Jalen Brooks, 7th round pick. They like what they seen in camp. They're gonna keep working with him. They're gonna keep working with him. They cut Simi Fehoko. Simi Fehoko got cut. He's no longer on the team. They cut Jalen Marino, Cropper, Drummond, all the other wide receivers at the back end of the roster. Did not make it. And this is who they running with. So, I'm fine with it. So, if It comes down to it, and this is who he had, and you know, this is who they want. This is who they want. All right, so Jake Ferguson, the tight end room, they surprised us all, and they only went 3 deep. They usually go 4 deep. They went 4 deep last year. This year's Jake Ferguson, Peyton Hendershot, Luke Schoonmaker. So those are your 3 tight ends at this point. You know, and they still got Peyton Hendershot ahead of Luke. So your first 2 tight ends out there will be Jake and Hendershot, according to the depth chart. Offensive line. OG Smith, Baby Smith, Tyler Badass, Zach Martin, Terrence Steele, Matt Waletzko, Awesome Richards, and TJ Bass. Those are your offensive linemen. I definitely think all those guys deserved it. Trey said 3 tight ends last week. You might have did. I didn't think they would actually go that route though. I'll say, hey, but it is a new era, you know, a new coaching style, new offensive style. So I am surprised about the move they made with the tight ends. They usually keep 4, so they trimmed that down to 3, and that's how they rocking this year. More power to them. You know, hopefully it works out. You know, and listen, they might, you know, use the practice squad. They might just use the practice squad, you know, to elevate a additional tight end if they need one. All right, so there we have it. And also, as we know, Matt Waletzko is going to go on IR, so he's going to miss at least the first 4 weeks. All right, so moving along, we cover quarterback, running back, wide receiver, tight ends, and offensive linemen. So we covered the entire offense. We covered the entire offense. All right, so far so good. Say he would have kept. He said would have kept 72 over Waletzko. I could feel that. They said Hunter Lukey getting cross-trained with tight end and halfback. I'm fine with it. I'm definitely fine with it. All right, so let's take a look. Defensive end. Micah Parsons, DeMarcus Lawrence, Dorrance Armstrong, Sam Williams, Dante Fowler. Now, as y'all have mentioned, Isaiah Land would have been pass rusher number 6 or defensive end number 6. But still, you only got 1 year left for Dorrance Armstrong. You got 1 year left for Dante Fowler, and you do not know if Sam Williams is going to get suspended. So, you know, and DeMarcus Lawrence is getting older. So out of the 5 defensive linemen that you kept, there is a realistic possibility that 4 of them may not be there to start for you next year. Dante Fowler could hit the open market. Dorrance Armstrong could hit the open market. Sam Williams could be hit with a suspension next year. And then DeMarcus Lawrence, you know, he might not be brought back, or he might want to retire. You never know. So, you know, out of the 5 defensive ends that we kept, you know, 4 of them may not be back. Hopefully, hey, listen, I know they want to bring Land back, but, you know, let's be realistic. There are teams with good scouting departments that like Isaiah Land, he could get scooped. So I want him to make it, but, you know, there's a possibility that he won't. And that's why you keep Land. Because he solves issues. He solves issues today, and he solves issues tomorrow. Yeah, they let Nation Wright make the team to put him on IR as well. All right, so speaking of which, right, let's move forward to defensive tackles. Mazi Smith, of course, was a lock. Jonathan Hagan, of course, was a lock. Osa Odigizua was a lock. He was one of the better 3 techs we had. Usually started as a 3 tech last year. Neville Gallimore, they're going to keep giving him opportunity. Junior Fihoko, they brought him in, and Chauncey Golson, you know, they've been developing him. He switched over for defensive end to to a defensive tackle. He's still trying to find himself in his maturation at this point. Said, can't believe we held on to Nev. He couldn't dominate third string. I know. It'll be okay. Like I said, there are plenty of roster moves, but there are plenty that I hate. This one is sort of cute, right? Linebackers, they have Leighton Vander Esch, Damone Clark, Devin Harper, and then they got Marquise Bell listed. Technically, he's a safety, but listen, he's going to play even at safety. He's going to play like a linebacker anyway. But they got him listed as a linebacker on this chart. And, I guess they did that to, to make it possible to keep Wanye Thomas. I didn't think they wanted to go 6 deep at safety, so they went 5 deep at safety with Donovan Wilson, J-Ron Curse, Malik Hooker, Israel Mukwamu, and Wanye Thomas. Right, so very thin at linebacker, but we also got to remember a majority of our sub packages, what we play is usually with three safeties on the field. We like playing big nickel, so it happens. We'll see what happens. You said RIP Isaiah Lynn. I hope nobody picked him up all damn ready. So let me see. Now, I don't see anything where he got picked up by anybody, but, I want that boy back. I definitely want Isaiah Lynn back. Yeah, we usually do about 2. Yeah, getting rid of Bo would definitely include that Neville was gonna hang around. He survived, man. He survived. And to be fair, Neville has played better in the preseason. So while I would have preferred to keep Bo, he did have a pretty solid preseason showing. Right, I can't take that from I can't take that from. All right, so let's move along to defensive tackles. No, we already did that. Cornerback, Trayvon Diggs, of course. Gilly, of course. Deron Bland, of course. The surprise moves though. Jordan Lewis did not start the season on PUP. They're going to allow him to practice and heal and come back. They still aren't going to rush him back, but they're not leaving him on PUP so he can get opportunity to practice, be with the team, and rehab with the team. So they decided to bring him up. I had Kelvin Joseph making this team, but they traded him away. So you trade a guy that was going to make the team away. You got to keep his replacement, which is Noah. In Bignagi, right? Eric Scott, I did not think played well, but you just traded up to get him, so I'm sure that they're not going to give up on him just yet. And then Nahshon Wright, as I already mentioned, Nahshon Wright was brought onto the initial 53-man roster to go onto IR because they want to bring him back at some point during the season. Excuse me. So that's how things are working right now with him. All right, and then of course specialists Brandon Aubrey, Brian Anger, and then Trent Sieg is going to be on there as well once he comes back. So this is your 53-man roster, man. Congratulations to the Dallas Cowboys that made it. Best of luck to the guys, that didn't make the final cut. I hope that this is only, a minor delay, for your future. But yeah, what are your thoughts though, man? Who would y'all have cut Because I said I wanted to keep Isaiah Lynn. So who would y'all have gotten rid of to keep Isaiah Lynn? I really don't see it. I really don't see a person that we could have got rid of. Because you need just about as many backs and everything else as we got. They already went, light at y'all crazy. He said y'all told East Side that CJ Stroud was mid. It's I guess Eric Scott would be the only person, but hey, the Dallas Cowboys liked him and traded away capital to get him. So I understand why. Yeah, probably Neville Gallimore would have been the person I sacrificed to keep Isaiah Lynn. I would have sacrificed Neville Gallimore, and I like Neville as a person, as a human being, and he's improving. But I would have cut him in a heartbeat to keep Isaiah Lynn. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. So yeah, man, this is the official 53-man roster spot. Official 53-man roster. What are y'all thoughts about that, though, man? I want to know. They said y'all boy was underground, so congrats. Hey, man, y'all crazy as hell. He said never sacrifice potential for production. True. Yeah, let's just pray that he clears the waivers, Gorilla Mac. Yeah, John Stevens would have made it hard for a lot of folks, man. Is it too late to cut Noah? It's never too late to cut Noah Brown. Like, y'all could be going to Super Bowl. I would still find a reason to cut Noah Brown. But yeah, man. I'm finna listen. It's a good problem to have. Yeah, I'm a little bit under the. Hold on. Shout out to my boy Taiwan for the $5 super sticker. It's a Shiba dog, right? Oh shit! Hold on. Okay, I thought. Shout out to the $5 super sticker. We got another raffle entry, my boy. So if you want an opportunity to win the Dallas Cowboy jacket or the pullover, hit the Cash App, man. He said, bet we may grab Kirksey for Dip. Good luck to the new era. Hey, I wouldn't mind. But yeah, listen, we had some hard decisions to make, and we had some key contributors that were already hurt. Right? We got some key contributors that are already hurt. Imagine if the Marvin Overshown and John Stevens Jr. were healthy. Imagine if those two were healthy right now, and we had to make the decisions about who to cut and who to retain and who to hide. It'd be hell out there for us, man. It would be hell out there for us. So, not saying I'm glad that they're hurt, but thank God, that that happened, and we were able to hide a couple. We were able to hide them, and we will also be able to, keep some of these other guys in. I saw that rumor too. He said, I keep hearing they talking about acquiring Connor. Maybe just YouTube scuttlebutt. You never know. Because I have not heard anything official yet from the Dallas Cowboys or anything along those lines. So right now, it's just a very tempting rumor. But, if anything does change, I will go live and report on it. Right. If anything changes, I'll go live and report on it. He said he had over 100 tackles for y'all, but now he just a name. Okay, LOL. Oh, so Kirksey, yeah, Kirksey played good. Yeah, Kirksey played good. He even had a good showing against us. So let me see if I can get some information about some other guys. Just admitted East Side. Y'all always let y'all best. Yeah, I never understood that. He said he's a stretch to Miko Ryans. We'll see. We will see. Yeah, we trust Dan Quinn. I didn't need him to spin the block. But yeah, so just in case y'all wanted to know about the boy, hey, what's up with you, Miss Patrice? Thanks for sliding in. So real quick, just in case y'all wanted to know a little bit about the boy that the Dallas Cowboys brought in, the boy whose name I keep jacking up, his name is Noah Mbignagi. How you say it? God forgive me. But Michael Myers with the names, dog. Michael Myers with the names. But yeah, he is a former first-round pick out of Auburn. He played receiver at one point, was a special teams returner, was a corner. So he's a good athlete. You know what I'm saying? He does not, have the same kind of speed that Kelvin Joseph does, but he does have long speed. Both his parents were track stars. They call me Hennythemoor. Yeah, I be killing them last names. And then we were just talking about the folks that got cut, and we took a look at the final 53-man roster, Miss Patrice. So you didn't miss too much of nothing. We were just talking about, everything that happened and how we felt about it. In my opinion, there were only two moves that were head scratchers. Bo over Neville and Land over anybody else. You know what I'm saying? The fact that Land didn't make it and that Big Bo didn't make it don't sit right with me. No. Kelvin Joseph ran a 4.35. He ran a 4.48. So he is not faster than Kelvin Joseph in terms of 40 time. In terms of 40 time, he's not faster than Kelvin Joseph. Kelvin Joseph ran a 4.35. He ran a 4.48. Now, granted, when Kelvin Joseph plays, he did not look like he ran a 4.35 on a lot of those plays that he gave up. But, combine speed, whatever. But he does got good long speed. He plays faster than that 4.48 gives you. He has long speed. And unlike Kelvin Joseph, he is an outside corner. He is an outside corner. Kelvin Joseph looked like a different person when we put him in the slot. He looked good. The issues came when you try to put that boy out there on an island with those wide receivers, and they were cooking. So, I can see a scenario when he comes in here, new change of scenery, learns from a Trayvon Diggs, learns from a Stephon Gilmore, learns from a Dan Quinn in his defense, and he could be a better player, right? Because he has talent. That's why he was a first round pick. But damn, man. Yeah, the Land stuff tripped me out. Maybe I'm just. Oh yeah. It said it doesn't matter if you can't. You don't know how to use that 4-3. Yeah, that's very true. Eagles picked up Albert O. Top of the tight end. That's cool. Listen, I don't expect him to be a game changer for the Philadelphia Eagles. Decent prospect, but man, the boy only got, he only got 54 career catches for 546 yards, 4 career touchdowns. So this is 4th year. The most he ever had in the season was 330 yards. So cool, like a nice prospect, but he has not put it together. Wait, did Noah Brown get cut? Noah Brown made it. Noah Brown made it. Now they got him listed as the 6. They got him listed as the 6th wide receiver, but he made the team. But yeah, man. So I appreciate y'all for taking time out of here to go over this with me. We've been on here for about an hour. I do need to take some meds and relax for a little bit. So don't trip. If anything else crazy happens, I'll make sure that I'm properly rested and medicated and come back and rock with y'all. If not, I'll holler at y'all at a different time, man. But on the way out, make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that Eagles fan upside the head, and hit them Cash App and Super Chats for those raffle entries, man. But hey, thank y'all for the love, the support, and I'm out, man. God bless, Godspeed. I'll see y'all later.